Growing up, I remember being fat. I remember fat being my name. Oh, the fat one, said old friends, trying to remember who I was. I remember being told by relatives that I was fat. I remember being told by random strangers that I was fat. I remember they sounded as if it was bad. And I remember realizing why it was bad. Shit. The boys don't seem to like this. I remember not wanting to be fat anymore. I remember my strong desire to be like my skinny peers. I remember admiring their slime bodies. I remember imagining how happy they must have been, how easy life they must have had. But I remember being complimented on not being fat anymore. "Well done on losing weight," exclaimed she, as she gave me my metaphorical word, with my prizes being potential respect, admiration, and love. That was when I realized, perhaps I wasn't that fat. In fact, I'm not fat at all. How can you call this fat? He said as he wrapped his fingers around my tiny wrist, his other arm wrapping firmly around my body. I looked at him and smiled. I could tell from his thousands kisses on my body that he meant it, and he probably loved it. For a moment, I thought all my hopes and dreams came true. For a moment, I thought I could love my body, at least the same way a boy would love it. I imagined cuddling myself in awe of what beautiful body I have. Yet I've since found new reasons to dislike my body again. If being skinny is that great, how come it's shamed in that song about loving your body? Have I become one of those skinny bitches? One of those who people seem to fear and hate and belittle and dismiss? The tiny one is not my name. I've been told by relatives that I'm too skinny. I've been told by random strangers that I'm too skinny. And I've been told by relatives that they agree with random strangers. It's no good that a girl is skinny. That seemingly sweet paradise of skinniness shocked me with hatred. Look at your face. I can't see any life. Look at those bones. I can't see any flesh. Look at those cheeks. How can anyone celebrate that beauty? Why would you want to be this skinny? The truth is, I wouldn't. I never know how I become skinny in the first place. I never got the courage to diet, nor the strength to carry myself to the gym. I never tried. I didn't think it was possible for me to be skinny. I once thought, if magic happened and I became skinny, maybe I would be happy. But right now, I'm not. So if you know how to make me fat again, do come and tell me. Sing me a song about it. Turn it into a poem if you think that would make me understand quicker. As ironic as it is, maybe I'll be able to love myself again if I gain a stone or two. But gaining weight is more difficult than gaining love. I didn't have to try to lose it in the first place. And even if I'm actually fat again, will I be loved by others and by myself? Will relatives tell me in a worrying manner that I am fat? Will random strangers tell me in a worrying manner that I am fat? Will relatives tell me that they agree with random strangers? It's no good that a girl is fat. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna read this one. It's called Food. My mum made the best food in the world. Everything is always perfectly seasoned, as if her mind was programmed to know all the best combination of herbs and spices. Her rice is always just right. Never too soggy, but always sticky enough. And you know what else she cooks best? Obviously, meat. All sort of meat dishes. Pork, chicken, beef, king prawn, oyster, fish. Whenever I came home, I knew for certain that I would be fed with my favorite food, and that alone would keep me happy no matter what. For me, home means mum's food, and mum's food means home. A bit cliche, isn't it? But I went vegetarian. Obviously, vegetarian food is great. I've since learned to cook myself so many vegetarian dishes, yet nothing compares to the joy of coming home to mum's food. Sometimes I wonder why I did this to myself. Sometimes I ask myself what home even means if I no longer enjoy what I associated with. And sometimes I ask myself if there's ever any constant in life. Mum's food was the meaning of home for 18 years of my life. It was the only truth. I thought it would never change. Apparently it did. Sometimes I wonder if it's all worth it. Is it worth making a political statement when it takes away my sense of home and my sense of who I am? Thank you.